What's up, bro? Throw them buffs on them, Pete. We're in the D.
Fans live for games like this one.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home tonight. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You take a look at the Pistons. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Herbert Jones is out there with Simmons. And it's Connect in at the 3. And for the Pistons, Jaden Ivey is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Corey Kispert. And it's Teague in at the power forward position. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And here's Simmons for 3. They get it back. From past the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now, here's Kispert. Pass to Sasser. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Simmons got 5 points so far.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Teague. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day, what a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great sports fans. Hardworking people that really value hardworking teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Good on the second free throw. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A nice shot by Simmons. 7 points in the game.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Sasser, guarded by Simmons. Here's Stewart. Not going to go that time. Davis with some nice D. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Sasser. A nice shot by Simmons.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Sasser with it. Simmons is there. Simmons with the defensive effort. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Kispert after the made shot from Simmons. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
Simmons can't get it to go. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Minnesota. Here's Kispert to the paint. Sasser, the bounce pass. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. One of the toughest teams for certain this season. They've hit the 60-win mark.
And fantastic team play. They've been fairly fortunate with good health along the way, adapting to everything that's been thrown at them. This group is a top contender, no doubt, for a deep playoff run.
Now Teague after the missed 3 from Simmons. Stewart passes to Teague. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sasser from outside off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Simmons kicks to Davis. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Ivy. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
And Detroit has possession after the 3-pointer from Simmons. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to connect. Here's Vanderbilt, and that one drops for him.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
By 14. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Inside. Sasser with it. There's the triple. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Simmons left side. A second chance effort. Chalk up 2 there. Simmons got 17 now.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
With the drive, there's the killer 2-handed slam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Simmons. Against Washington, he was really on his game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
So it's the Pistons now, following the three from Simmons. Sasser can't hit.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Simmons inside. Connect. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome. So for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Teague, and Ivy subbed in for Moore. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
We've got Fontecchio. Holland is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Dunn, and it's Ivy in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Washington Wizards. Stewart with a screen on Reeves. Ivy up top. He's defended by Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Ivy, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Cowboy in that last game against Washington was a man on a mission. He picked up 67 points and was reliable as ever from distance. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Now, Fontecchio. After the missed 3 from Simmons. Here's Holland. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. And here's Simmons for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Simmons got 29.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Ivy. He's got 5. Detroit, no good that time either. 51 seconds left to play in the first half. Simmons passes to Reeves. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And what a first half he's having from downtown. He has been locked and loaded since the moment he stepped on the floor.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they've built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
For the Pistons, Teague is checked in for Holland. Kisper comes in for Fontecchio. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Dunn. Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. Herbert Jones comes in for Austin Reeves. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Sasser can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Simmons slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
And the Pistons with possession here after the basket by the Lakers. Jones against Ivy. Pass to Sasser. 5 to shoot to stop the run. And he lays it up and in. Sasser's got 7 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's Los Angeles, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Detroit Pistons.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing up anything. It's freezing in here, Ernie.
Oh, I get it. He's cold. Ernie, you get it. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's pretty hard to win that way.
Good stuff, fellas. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, no one can play a perfect game, but they'll have to do a few things to come close. Taking good shots, communicating well defensively, and outwork those guys across from you, Shaq.
Word.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. So for the Lakers right now, on the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Simmons is out there with Jones, and it's Connect in at the 3, the small forward.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Davis. Rebound by the Pistons.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. And here's Simmons for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Simmons got 39.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Stewart. And here's Ivy. Connects from three-point range. Ivy's got 8.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Here's Sasser following the bucket by the Lakers. Pass to Ivy. Here's Sasser. Back to Ivy. The tray. Another three for Detroit.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 44.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Teague. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So for the Pistons, Holland comes in for Corey Kispert, and it's done in for Jaden Ivey. And the Lakers with some changes. Third quarter of basketball here. And it's a bit over 6 points a game. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They've got Holland. He's out there with Harris. Dunn is out there with Fontecchio. And it's Moore in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Holland. Pass to Fontecchio. No good on the three.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Simmons on the wing. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To the inside. Here's Holland. Lock at 6. over Christie. Holland, no good. The Lakers shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Simmons. Another bucket. Wow!
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season. And it's Fontecchio missing.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Takes the three. And, yep, another basket.
And just like that, he's tied the record for most 50-point games.
Greg, this is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable season from him.
You look back at Wilt's 62 campaign and all the records it spawned. Absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record be matched.
And the Lakers have possession. After the basket by Detroit. Simmons' shot is good.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Pass to Clinton. The Pistons working the ball around them. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way, you're right. And the Lakers making a change here. Waters is checked in. So he gets them both. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Simmons against Ivy from deep. Rebound, Detroit. And here is Kispert. Now Sasser. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's Russell with the rebound.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light.
And another one falls. All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history. Moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Simmons. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Clinton. Here's Ivy. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Throws it up high. Cuts off the pass. Here's Sasser. He's guarded by Russell. Now Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
On the wing, Reeves. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. 1:32 left to play here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity. With the wins piling up on the year, this will make it now 61 total.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cowboy.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And here is Simmons, following the three-pointer by Corey Kispert. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And here's Stewart after the three-pointer from Simmons. Lets it fly from 18. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Outside, Simmons. Fires the three. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Good job, MP. I see.